I also start a new one. Infestations this episode. Yo, Rikers Iron! What's up, Rikers? We can please get a shout out for Rikers. Damn it. Damn it. This trail beast can be kind of hard to handle. What's the stream game tonight, Rikers? What's the plan? Hey, Rikers is one of my favorite people. He's worked in everything from the video game industry to the adult film industry. He's really hardworking, really creative. One of my favorite people, really interesting. He's a creative streamer over on twitch.tv/RikersIron. Please make sure you check him out. You will be entertained. Yo, hey, watch out. Here we go. Rikers Iron! Thanks a lot for being here, Rikers. You're a boss. Anime hoodies save lives. That's exactly right. Oh, that was fucking so bad. I knew I was gonna hit it when I saw it. I'm gonna put it in the quotes, Rikers. Gameplay, action. Your quote 312. You could be higher, but that depends, you know. You average over 10 people on your stream, so I think you can get a pop-in server. Just because you'd be higher on the streaming charts on Rust. Wait, so Rust works the same way as Ark, as far as we could also just buy a server for Rust and host games? Of the two games, which is more popular? I wish you could drop cars off at outposts.
I wouldn't mind some friendly help about now.
It's like, what I'm thinking is, instead of having our gas outpost here, having it all the way up here. Where's the other one? We got two of them. Oh. Anything good around there? I'm at Ark. On the same website I sent you. Rust is way more popular. Okay. Plan tonight, chores first, and all the events for the next 2 months outlined and posted on the Facebook Discord. No stream tonight, though. Ah. You have a set schedule, don't you, Rikers? Rust is way more popular. That makes sense. I mean, I see Rust videos still get millions of freaking views, so it must be popular. Is Ark hanging in there, though?
Secure and ready to go.
So what we really need to do is the bounty broker. One, there's missions. That wandering trader. Okay, we got 20 minutes on him. Mysterious broadcast is right there, so we're just gonna do it.
See you soon.
I guess we'll owe you one, huh?
I know what I was gonna do. I was gonna repair this thing. I know what I was gonna do. Plus 50% max health for 3 medicine for an hour? Yeah, sure. Why not? Well, especially want to do that when we go to finish this whole thing out. Improve shooting. Good, we got that. This pallet's really not achieving anything for us. What can we make on this press? 50 cal rounds. We'll do words of encouragement next. We're not going to stop playing on Ingrid. We're going to quickly get her up to hero so we can do this mission. I don't want to leave tonight without that trader legacy done. We're going to have to be super careful because it's killed me multiple times. Is this under mods? Xbox. Why is that in here? That's weird. Repair kit's what we're looking for. Ark is dying, probably dead for me, to be honest. Nothing to do. Rust updates the game and adds new content every month, so the devs are good. Oh, Ark is dying. Really? They haven't done a patch in a long time? What the hell is the repair kits? I know this is everything. We shouldn't have to dig through everything. Ah, it's in the stuff. Oh, we have plenty of repair kits. I did not need to craft a couple. Oh, while we're here, I really should probably search it, but I'm not going to.
I'm here, by the way.
Alright, as soon as we do this one, seriously, we need to go bounty broker, infestations, trader.
How's the end of the world treating you?
Treat me good, Jenny.
Good to hear that.
Scary X-ray talent guy? Uh-oh.
Anytime.
You know what that means. That means we gotta kill humans. And that can be a pretty risky, dangerous proposition. Obviously, it can be extremely risky and dangerous. That's how I've lost everybody up to this point. Only lost one to zombies, and that was that bloater cloud that we got stuck in. That was bullshit. Where's the mission? Are you coming with us, Jenny, or what? Optional, keep Jenny as a friend. Go to the water tower and kill the man in the red talon mask. Yes, okay. Where is man in red talon mask? Go to the water tower. We need a marker, game. Ah, that's the one. Okay. This is a big risk, but I'm gonna take it. Oh, is this the new update this week or leftovers? There was an update this week, anniversary, but it just added some items to the game. Which we've gotten some of them. We haven't gotten the new gun yet. We got the new melee weapon. We got the new truck. It was good. But I don't know how to... I'm guessing I have to buy it now to spawn it back in. This patch also added some pretty strange bugs, like friendly teammates constantly shooting at you. Alright, multiple ferals. That's not ideal. Tell you what I think I'm gonna do. Oh, we went drone striking. We need computers for that. See, the problem is the friends will start attacking you too, and it's really weird. There you go, ferals. Get in there. There we go.
Fire in the hole!
Alright, fail. Is there any other angle to attack this place? Oh. They're gonna fucking kill those ferals. That's how crazy the enemy NPCs are. Like,
I'm so exhausted.
they pull off shit that any other regular human survivor cannot do. Rust updates the game and adds new content every month. That's impressive. Arc does patches every so often, but they do nothing new. Oh, that's disappointing. So I know at one time you really loved that game. I'm supposed to keep the friends alive, but usually they shoot at me, so maybe if I do just kill the red talon people this time, it'll work out. Oh fuck, he's got a bloater gas bomb. This guy at any moment could either shoot us in the head or hit us with that bloater gas bomb and we will die.
Almost out of that.
Jesus fucking Christ! We gotta go right now, kid.
Oh, wow. Oh, he killed himself. He freaking shot himself. He shot himself.
Just all calm down, all right?
Yes, well, you guys shouldn't have been trying to kill us. We need to be able to loot his body. He's got a freaking bloater gas bomb. These guys always have good stuff.
I'm fading fast.
Whatever, this is just one of those swing away moments. We're gonna constantly get jammed up. This guy's loot glitched out. Oh no, it didn't. Now this will be interesting, because...
When we ignore that, we lose valuable supplies.
That one says C3. Is this one different? No, they're both the same thing. I think I've only ever done it where I killed the entire group. I don't think I've ever actually been able to save them before, but we were lucky. That time they had melee weapons. That bodes well for Alexander being able to do it. Oh, flip. Flip again, Trail Beast. You can do it. Bizak! If they want to join our community, I'm kind of okay with it if one of them has a gardener. Because if we do get a gardener and get agriculture up, or an herbalist, either one, we're going to become basically self-sustaining again. That hair's getting into helmet mode. Thank you, wife. My wife is hot. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Please take this. You definitely earned it. Gracias.
The bundle of arrows looks kind of cool. They didn't offer to join us. We actually have 3 friendly enclaves right now. Don't just start... See how she has her gun pulled out for, like, no particular reason? Matt, can you explain how your vehicle flexes in the middle? I've gone back and can't figure it out. Looks like you have a bearing in the front end to pivot it on. That's right. I've got 2 bearings on the front wheels, and then I link those to a controller, and then I'll fix the wheels at a certain angle. So it kind of mimics suspension, but it's actually more efficient because it's constantly forcing it back into place rather than relying on springs. Our group should be together.
Shit, shit, shit!
He's mumbling like he turned into a zombie. Well, he's moaning. Where's that screamer at? Oh.
No more of that.
Damn, she's popping off headshots left and right. This girl is on fire!
Oh, hey there.
Be slot. Any of you guys a farmer?
How you been?
There's 2. One of them did get turned into a zombie. Well, that's what you get for joining that red talent guy. You're talking about the car in this game? I don't believe so. Oh, yeah, I am. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, this thing is known as the long runner or something. See in the corner this time. Oh, we should. There's no gas. That's weird. Yeah, how is that battle trail beast? How is that Battleborn grind going for you, Wreckers? Bounty broker. Let's head back. 7 more people. There's probably 7 screamers on the way to the bounty broker. What's her standing at? Oh, she's slowly coming along. You can build the car. You can find a car and then upgrade it if you have an auto mechanic. And that'll say, if you find a Jeep, like the Gambler, you can turn that into the Trail Beast, which just has a ton of fuel. Especially if you're a driver character, like Vin is. It's a good scout vehicle. That and the one with the satellite dish on top, the Google car. There's a survey car in this game, and it's probably the best scouting vehicle if you really want to run the plague hearts fast. Usually there's mandatory screamers in the hordes, but none there. I kind of want to find the 6 others. I know how we can do it. There's all these down here. We should go do this. That'll get the screamers done, and then we can run back and turn in 2 bounties.
We could really use your help with a little Z problem we're having.
I'm not into any serious mode for it. Just want to complete as much as possible. Give it in my own proper farewell and death march. Then do some sculpting of the characters and models after it ends. It sounds like a fitting farewell. You were talking about putting bearings on it. The game is super. This game is super detailed. I'm talking about another game called Scrap Mechanic that my buddy Sea Lion, by the way, he's a musician, Ohio-based musician. You might really like him, wife. He's really, really talented. Are playing, and that game is like CAD, you know, the engineering program, but in video game form. It's really good. And you can, like, mechanically and engineering wise, anything you can imagine, you can actually make a possibility in that game. It's pretty dope. In this game, it's not quite as, yeah, it's not a building game. In this game, you just find a car, and if you have an auto mechanic, you can do an upgrade kit and change the way it looks and functions. Yeah, another cool game. What game? Scrap Mechanic? Have you played Scrap Mechanic, Raphael? Just need to upgrade this wits 3 more times. Just get it to the specialization. We can start sprinting. Wits kills are a good way to get some XP. Actually, I think the improved... I think we have to be a sheriff, damn it. I could make a sheriff a leader real quick just to do that. The only problem is when I go to demote her, she'll lose all this. It might be worth it, though, just to speed this along, since Red Talent people do level up slow. Yeah, for like an hour or so, then I refunded it because I didn't really like it. Oh, yeah, you bought it. That's cool, though. I mean, that game's definitely not for everybody. It's a certain... Yeah. Records, let me know about your sculpting. If you want to watch, you're going to have to paint them based on the game, or you do not colors. You could still paint them your own colors and make them based on the game. There's so many different skins.
Not possible.
Alright, she needs encouragement. Where is it? We totally had it. Oh, here it is. Remote advice. Encouragement.
Guys, I could use a morale boost.
She's getting some health back, too, apparently.
We're counting on you.
Something must be wrong because...
We really are counting on you, Dr. Alexander.
Thanks, amigo.
We really are counting on you. You're the traitor, you're the doctor. You get to go to the next playthrough. Take us all the way, Dr. Alexander. Take us all the way. I'm doing this slow because you get wits XP. It's like Survival Life for a younger audience. Car building mechanics are dope, though. Oh, man. It's got so much more to it, Raphael. It's got logic gates in it. It's got controllers. You can literally... It's, you know, you could build fucking computers in there if you wanted to. It just has a learning curve. I definitely wouldn't call it Survival Light, though. That game gets complex. It being all about automation. I mean, like, the #1 goal is to... Like, you could make a self-driving car and go out and mine rocks for you and cut down trees and refine them. And I've got it in my game. I'm almost about to have it where it plants, waters, and harvests the crops all on their own. Like,
I can't keep doing this.
Yeah. I mean, that game gets super complex. But I hear what you're saying, though, Raphael. Like I said, I mean, the game's not for everybody, so... I think you're entitled to your opinion. Cool would be sweet to do a custom paint, though. That would be cool. I'll do game colors for sure. I'll do a skin maybe vote if someone has an archive of killers or whatever. There is an archive of killers actually on the guy who did all the Battleborn stuff on his website, like Low Life Dev's website for Battleborn. He's got 3D models about to be uploaded to the site that he archived. They do all the animations and all the different skins and the whole thing. Maybe it's just me, but I like PvP survival. I don't blame you for that. I don't blame you for that. Like I say, it's definitely not for everybody. If you like those games in high school where you had to make the bridge and like see if the car could survive driving over the bridge, you're gonna love Scrap Mechanic. If you prefer shooting people in the head every now and again, you're probably not gonna like it. Welcome back, Wilso. Like Astroneer, 10 out of 10 game. Oh, you like Astroneer, Raphael? Nice. I love Astroneer too. I'm super close to beating Astroneer with my nephew, but I would like to do a fresh playthrough of that. Put it on the whiteboard at some point and rock it. That game's great. That game is fucking great. That's another game you would probably love, Matt, is Astroneer, and you can play it in multiplayer. Maybe if I get it on Steam, we could do that together. Yeah, I love space games. Yeah, I prefer Astroneer over No Man's Sky, honestly. Have you put any time into No Man's Sky, though, Raphael? To be fair, I don't know too much about it, besides, you know, No Man's Sky Next and the story and the comeback and so on. So one of them just get hit by an arrow? Alright, now we gotta play this smart. We got an armored zombie horde.
Oh crap. Is that
Quit
a barrel?
fucking disrupting. Okay, alright. We gotta switch tactics now.
Looks like we're out of the woods on infestations. Fire in the hole!
Look at this one. He's got no legs, no arms. He's just sitting there, waiting to be killed. I love tossing those ones.
There's one left of those.
No, Dr. Alexander, we believe in you. We'll drop them all day, bitch. You keep bringing them. Dr. Alexander's here to be the fucking hero. She's the chosen one. Quit disrupting, you fucking zombies. I don't know why she went for the push there. Why did she go for the push the opposite direction of the way we were looking? Are we out of meds? Shit, we are out of meds. We out. No unnecessary risks with Dr. Alexander.
Bloater nearby! I need advice here. I'm kinda messed up.
I know a few tricks to help hold you together.
Come around this bloater, zombies. Bombs on zoms, dog. Bombs on zoms. I think I have it, but it scared me. I'm just starting to miss. I just started. Oh, it scared me. Yeah, I mean, it is complex, but it's cool because it tries to honestly be realistic. You have to keep turning elements into other elements to get to the next planet. It's just super cool how they set it up. It's great to teach kids science. My nephew and I fell in love with that game, and I felt good about it after, because I'm like, my nephew's learning. He's legit learning. Which I don't know, is like, I think racist in like 5 different countries now that he was learning. No, it's not got no PvP. I was looking to a PvP survival open craft game called Engineers. If No Man's Sky was like how it was originally advertised, I'd probably be talking more about that than Ark. Haven't they kind of got it there now, though? Isn't it pretty much where it was advertised to be at? It just took 2 years. I was looking at PvP over Engineers. I haven't heard about Engineers. It sounds interesting, though. PS in America, it's color, not color. Yeah, but this is Twitch, so it's whatever country. It's nothing like how they advertised. It wasn't at first, but it is now. It's got multiplayer, it's got factions, it's got the whole thing, right? No Man's Sky Next is pretty much what they advertised. Like, I know at launch it was a total fucking lie, but... Oh, shit, there's only 3 minutes on this guy. We need to hurry up. You were using a voice chat to chat with your audience, therefore communicating an advantage against the morally challenged. Wait, that's illegal. Yeah, suppressed marginalized gamers can understand that I'm a cisgender. And whatever, man. At this point, I'm just piling on. I've stayed off that topic. I made the mistake of reading Twitter from, you know, that fucking white devil. That shit. Every time I read it, I start my day a little bit triggered, and I've got to do much better about that.
Hi there.
Too loud.
Too loud. Oh, slow cooker.
That's pretty heavy.
It's too bad we don't have a damn cook. I get into such depressive slumps reading Twitter and Facebook shit. Yeah, it's easy to do. That's why it's like avoidable at all costs. I've been being pretty good about that. Like hence why another reason I'm on schedule this week. I've been avoiding the news. I've been avoiding fucking cringe Twitter. But today, I got up and I was actually looking into the Undead Labs devs, looking at their Twitter. Because, hey, maybe there's going to be an update. I'm playing this game right now. Maybe there's something cool in the works. I'd be excited. It never leads to any kind of game news, though. But it almost instantly leads me into something that they've retweeted, which I'll then look into the person who retweeted it, and then within 5 minutes or less, well, no, within like 5 seconds, it'll be like, see how white people planted the coronavirus, see how white people stopped caring when all the other people started dying, see how all they want to do is shoot us and kill us and murder us, see how, like, one thread led to this writer, not going to mention it, it's easy to find, though, where they literally were talking about deleting our entire race. Like, that's fucking normal. And, of course, it's completely acceptable, because it's what we're talking about. It's totally acceptable when you're talking about us. It's delete us from existence, and the world would be better. White males, that is. I'll see you on Mixer. I'm not lying, though. It's literally what they were saying. You could just delete us from existence. If you could just kill us all. Literally talking about genocide. It was like, yeah, that's a reasonable position. That's a fucking normal, respectable position. Anyway, that's why I should try to avoid Twitter.
Hey guys, I'm home.
There is some fucking absolute lunatic fringe shit on Twitter, and it's actually just a very small group of people, but because it's in digital echo chamber, you get off it and you get the feeling like, oh my god, what the fuck is happening? A stranger in a strange land, but then you like gotta remind yourself there's 8 billion people, there's 350 billion people, 340 million people just in America. Like, this is nobody. It's just a bunch of people who hold a fairly similar opinion bonding together to create the illusion of a different world. Can't spell Twitter without twit. That's so true. But I gotta share shit on there to spread the good word. Yeah, I mean, Twitters can be pretty addicting. I get off on it. Karen, the human body is self-maintaining, self-healing. We don't need any outside influence like vaccines. Also, Karen wears glasses on Facebook profile. Yeah, well, see, like, that whole Karen thing, see, they've ate themselves alive on that one, because the Karen thing was, it's sexist. There can't be Karens, because Karen is just a way to demean women that are upset. Therefore, it's just an extension of the patriarchy or whatever. There's something similar to that. Now, Karen is an extension of white nationalism, because it's always a 40-year-old white woman in their view, and therefore you can see the privilege that the white devils walk around with every single day. And it's just everything is an extension somehow of white nationalism, white supremacy, and racism. You can't have one white devil do anything without it somehow either being a suggestion towards violence of minorities or outright violence because, you know, they did normal human things that every other fucking race, religion, and creed do every single day. They're just another race of fucking humans. That's not how it works in that sphere of the Twitters. Karen only exists because it white privilege, and therefore it's just another act of white supremacy. And if any other race had done it, they'd be killed for it. Now, come on, if we're gonna... I can hear the arguments on some pretty fringe opinions and see, like, where I can kind of see where they're... You know, it's like, what they do is they do the Alex Jones thing, where Alex Jones will speak facts. He will. He'll give you a fact. They'll say, like, you know, the stocks of Halliburton went up 500% when we started the Iraq War or something. It'll be true. But then he'll create some random-ass crazy context around it. Like, the reason the stocks in Halliburton went up 500% after the Iraq War is because Dick Cheney is actually the first ambassador from the Greys, also working with China. My community found a way to weaponize bloater gas to put them in a grade. Oh, yeah. It's the exact same thing. You take one fact, like you'll take that there's been a lot of deaths of minorities, more so than white folk or whatever, with the Rona. And then what they can suggest and turn that into is, therefore, the people in power are actually white nationalists working to create a genocide against marginalized communities and all this shit. But you have to, in order to do that, you have to lop out any other facts, you have to take out all other evidence, and you have to take the one fact and only allow, it becomes a vacuum. The context of which this fact can sustain itself buoyed up on those lies. As if you allow any other contrary evidence to go in, it quickly falls apart. A raccoon just walked my window. Well, they're probably fucking, you need to get a gun, man. What the hell are you going to do against all these feral hogs, Rikers? Boring fact, I have a belly button. Well, you should die in a fire. Sean Hannity, are emojis turning kids gay? Real headline, by the way. Which one? The frogs are gay? The frogs are gay one we've made fun of a bunch. Did you get my tag on that post on Twitter, the feral hogs? Yeah, I replied to it. Did you not see my reply? I replied back to you. I laughed. It was funny. It was for sure funny. Anyways, I normally avoid that shit. And it makes me a lot healthier when I avoid it. But I didn't avoid it today, and so clearly I'm sitting here talking about it. Which is, again, why I typically fucking avoid it.
You know, for the end of the world, I honestly expected worse.
It's always weird to start your day by reading threads by people who actually want to kill you. Okay, we did get on the trader. We can actually install that. Wait, this. We have two of them now, so. The hell, did we not? Is it in the back of this? We totally bought it. Can't be. It was a trail beast we had. We bought a slow cooker. We 100% bought a slow cooker. I got about 5,000 water coolers, too many. We have everything from deer to blue herrings to turkeys in the yard, so raccoon was weird as it's daylight, but yeah, that is weird, man. It might be, it might have rabies. I would avoid it. That is weird that it's out in the middle of the day. You must have a huge ass yard, Rikers. And in Quebec, really? Emoji 1 is real? Oh yeah, when did he say that? Handy's a bit too much of a sycophant for my taste. I also don't think his show has been very organized for a long time. Like, legit, of course it's biased as fuck. I mean, there's no doubt about that. It's biased as fuck, but so is every other late night news program around that time. His just happens to take the right angle. It's just, it always feels weird and sloppy lately. Like, he tends to talk too much, and the people that he's there to interview don't actually talk. He just kind of tells them what he thinks, and then they like get 30 seconds to sort of plug whatever they're gonna plug, and then he moves on to the next thing. It's just been weird lately. Like, I'm not talking about from a political angle. I'm talking strictly from, like, if I was his producer, I'd say that the show currently lacks direction. Because, you know, I'm a Twitch streamer, so basically a pro at these things.
Ooh, pick me.
Thanks.
Honestly, with a person, I think I am going to go for that last vehicle. Keep leveling cardio. It's over there.
Oh, great. We left shit
And then the
lying
van
around and it got
is that.
broken. Nice job.
No, it's not there, but it's close. Where is it? It's actually all the way over here, isn't it? It's the other starter base. Where's the other starter base at? I thought it was over here. What is that? Is that the current mission we're on? Oh, spotted a bloater. Wherever that other starter base is at, we actually have the super van, which is my favorite vehicle. We still need to get to the bounty broker. Yeah, we have a smaller creek, or crick, as you say there. You can choose to say whatever you want. The so-called mid-Atlantic accent is the one we have to form as an American. The mid-Atlantic, the thing that sounds English but still has a hint of American to it, but it sounds refined and posh. Just by exaggerating the vowels. Country becomes country. No, country, which just the U. You have to make it, the O and the U gotta get in there, like a long U. Country, 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 country. Anyway, it takes work. But I guess that's what they teach actors to speak in, is mid-Atlantic. The accent that doesn't actually exist, which is a perfect Hollywood American creation in my mind. Anyway, keep coming, lady. We have everything from deer to blue herrings, turkeys in the yard. Our yard's fenced in. My mom's yard, again, we have a family farm, but she also lives up near, like, the woods, her actual house. Like, yeah, we see a bunch of fucking animals. There's always deer scat every time. Blue herrings, though? Damn, you must have a gorgeous yard. Wow. You're lucky, Rikers. Is this going to be the forever home for you and your wife? Or did you hear NASA may have found a parallel universe because some electron particle or something is going back in time? I saw that. I read some of that article. It has to do with them receiving energy signatures from the space that are 1 in a billion odds, and they ended up... Basically, it's an impossibility, so they thought, okay, cosmic accident, then it happened like 24 times, and... The only thing that could possibly produce that signature is if there's an echo from the Big Bang going in reverse. Pretty fucking trippy stuff, but mathematicians and physicists have been saying there was probably parallel universes for a long time. But I think we're still... It's probably one of those, like, physics things where we're more lost in the philosophy idea of, like, oh, there's a parallel universe. But that doesn't actually mean what we think it means.
Of course it did.
I would assume it just means there's... an exhaust of particles coming off of the explosion from the Big Bang. But I know there's a lot of, like, there's still tons of argument on the Big Bang, and that argument sounds like it's heating up again. I don't mean from the religious perspective. I mean in that's not necessarily the answer. We still don't have a good answer. We hope so. That'd be great. I'll post in the Discord for you. Sounds good. Feral hogs. Yeah, that shit was funny. As long as I stay away from cats and don't make a giant mess, I don't mind the raccoons. Raccoons piss me the fuck off, man. One of my buddies, he kept coon dogs. And before fucking Twitter TOS is in here, dude, coon dogs are a real thing. That's what they're fucking called. They're called coon dogs. You breed them to help you hunt raccoons. They're called coon dogs. They're trained for it. People pay a lot of money for them over here. People specially breed them. It's a whole job you can have here. Anyway, my buddy kept coon dogs, and literally a fucking raccoon drowned that thing in front of us. I saw his dad one night. He lived way out in the country, and I had to go stay with him. We played football together. Good buddy of mine. He ended up getting an engineering degree and stuff. I don't talk to him anymore. He's just one of those people that you were like really good friends with in high school and you never had any bad feelings. You're not going to keep hanging out because your lives are very different, but one of those people you could meet at your reunion 15 years later and still like start where you left off. Anyway, I'd go out there and stay. And I saw a fucking raccoon drown his coon dog, because raccoons, you know, they're smart. Literally held the dog's head underwater. And then there was this raccoon that had, like, went after us one night, and his dad shot that thing in the face with a shotgun, and it kept fucking coming. Like, blew back its head and everything, and the damn thing kept coming. Not as in the head blew off, but, like, chunks of it. They're mean as hell. They're mean as hell. See, yeah, raccoons can honestly piss me off. I don't actively, like, hunt them. You know, I'm not in the country. I'm really a suburban kid when you get right down to it, but...
I'm so exhausted. Finish it off.
They can be really fucking annoying. We'll have our personal multiverse. That's so true. I found a dead one in a shed 2 weekends ago. It looks like a family of them are living in there for window shit everywhere. Oh man, that's annoying. They are smart though. I mean, they're mammals and
I found something.
They do all the mammal things. I had this really weird boss one time when I got out of high school. I worked for my county's garage, so you know, cleaning the roads, weed whacking, holding road signs, that kind of stuff. And the lady that ran it, I won't say her name, but she was one of these people who just doesn't connect with humans, and I don't mean in the sense of like, aren't animals great, like the millennial thing of humans bad. I mean just legit couldn't connect with humans well. So she kept raccoons and would dress them in clothing and do photography with them. Like that was her thing. Those were her friends, is the raccoons. And she would like, she had trained them so they were calm around her, and she would pose them for photographs. Fucking weird. But true. Sync, not in this one. I'm doing legacy playthroughs. Once we're done with this, I'm gonna do something called the Day 99 run. We'll let people in, though. But no, not on this one. On these, I'm just kind of bum rushing beating the game, so.
Until we build more storage, we're gonna keep losing stuff like that.
Oh, we must have got fighting all the way up. We did.
We just spotted zombies shambling toward base.
Oh, it'd be so good to get back there. Maybe we have time. It's 10 minutes. Maybe we can do this mission, get the big van, which we have the gas, right? Yeah, gas repair kit. So far, Dr. Alexander doing a kick-ass job and almost a hero. But yeah, staying away from cats is a big deal and not making a giant mess. But as I said, my experience with raccoons was decidedly negative. When I saw one kill a dog, I pretty much turned against it. Why is there a plague juggernaut out there?
Yeah.
I have 3 communities, 2 modded weapons in the ship. 1 is legit stuff. If I join, which do you want me to join with? I mean, legit, but that won't be for a while, man, honestly. I'll be on this all day doing these legacies. I appreciate you asking, but I know I won't bring anybody in today. But thank you for asking. That sounds like you play the game well, and we're fans of the same game. I will be here tomorrow. I will not. I will not. But thank you for following. There we go. Perfect. You follow. When we do play with people, you'll be here. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yo, Sinks, thank you for taking the red pill, seeing just how deep the rabbit hole goes. Welcome to reality. Sinks, thank you for that follow, man. Much appreciated. Where is this guy? Yeah, we're pretty strict on grammar here. Right. If you're giving me shit on that records, that creek. It was wife telling you color and color. You know, some of the spelling that we do is right. Like the way that the English say, we say phosphorus and they say like, or it's magnesium or something and they call it magnesium. Like that's the archaic way of saying it. Technically the way we say it is actually correct. But who honestly gives a fuck about that stuff? That's how I feel about it.
Hey,
As long as you know what the person's
I need your
saying.
help on this. Lead on.
And it tends to cause resentment. Nobody seems to really enjoy being corrected on the way they enunciate things. It seems like the fastest way to piss somebody off in my experience. Honestly, I'm not... By the way, this has nothing to do with the context of our stream. I'm just saying in life.
I mean, you're in great shape.
What are the legacy
I'm gonna
missions?
take that
Hey,
as
you
a
beat the game.
compliment.
You know, you beat the get rid of the play cards, then you choose a leader, and then you get those missions to end your legacy. We're currently doing the trader legacy. We've gotten all the hearts. I've just had 2 of my traders die. So we've had to recruit a new trader, level her up, and then make her hero again. Hopefully, coming in with a giant health pool should make things go our way. What is that? Military truck. This is totally the starter area. Oh, there's a base. That's it. That's that Bandito. That's really far away, actually. So we're gonna keep running. We'll take this military truck. It's fine. Sinks. Exclamation mark song request. Exclamation mark yen. Oh, being able to grab from the front is so good. So that keeps track of your hours. Once you get to 10, you can do song requests. You're doing a song request exactly right, though. But we've got it on followers, on regular status to avoid trolls. It's an argument I avoid, like on Twitter, as there's no winning ever. Yeah, there's rarely any winning. Like, when Wilso tells me how to enunciate things, I know he's just trying to help. So, I'm never like, oh, wow, gee, golly, gee, gosh, thanks. But I generally do try to correct it, because I know he's just trying to help. So I think I remain pretty positive about it. I try. Because I know the intention is right. But I've, like, done that in real life around people, or I've seen other people try to do it in real life, and they get fucking livid. When I worked at Kroger, I've seen it so many times, like, new hires will talk to the old people that have been there for, like, 800 years. And the old people have, you know, they're 50, 60, they're not really old, but they've been at Kroger's for 40 years. And they say things a certain way, and, like, the 16-year-old will be like, actually, the way that you say it is... And those people will fucking get pissed, and they will purposely never ever change the way they say it because of that. It's super, super difficult to convince anybody of anything, in my opinion. The only way to get somebody on your team is to make them feel like either they came up with it themselves or they did it of their own volition. But I don't think you can force change in anybody unless you want to cause resentment. Then they'll resent it and they'll change it themselves. But if you want to create change in people, either you have to make them feel like they're the ones who came up with that change, or 2, they volunteered for it. And then they'll embrace it. Because now they got some kind of franchise in it. And this is any kind of change. This is either changing the way you enunciate things, or political change, the whole thing. That's my opinion on that topic.
I need a break.
But you totally gotta let people come to it on their own, and it has to benefit them in some way. In my personal experiences, most people are pretty much set in their ways. They're either set in their ways or, you know, like we all are, they're prideful. They want to be noticed. They certainly don't want to be wrong, and they don't want to think they were wrong, and they don't want to be corrected on being wrong. That's why this whole, like, methodology, since we're already on this topic of, like, I know how I'll enact political change. I'll make the people who I disagree with feel like they're fucking evil bastards for having been on that side. That'll surely get them on our side. Probably not. I mean, unless they kind of hate themselves inside and just want to join your group, which, you know, people will submit to almost anything to join the group that they want to be a part of. In that case, it's a little bit different, but I would think probably not a great way to start by telling those people that, by the way, you're our sworn enemy. We'd prefer if you didn't exist. Listen to this, please. I think it was put in the song request syncs. We have British spelling. It's how we were taught, like metric versus imperial. Yeah, you're in Canada, shit, so it's not like I'm going to correct you. It's your country, it's not mine. Who uses the metric system? We also gave a good story about that. I guess we were going to get on the metric system. Hell, I wish we were on the metric system. So much cleaner and simpler.
Bloater nearby.
Raphael, if zombie apocalypse were to happen, who would be your top 2 people in your group? Farmer and an engineer.
Oh God, no!
How about you, Raphael? Who would be your top 2 people? See the code that like spots up above the bloaters? It's weird. But I think I also like the intangibles. I like somebody who's just got fucking grit. There'll be people who have 0 talent, like trades that you would think would be good in a survival situation, but would turn out to be amazing. Just because they're good at working as a team, they have good people skills. It's like stuff you wouldn't think about, like musicians and artists, and even the handicap. I mean, people that are disabled. There would be totally be people that have disabilities, like severe ones, who would actually manage to make it. Because they either have an element of luck, but that's not what I'm talking about. But they have skills that are more important to everyday life than what we imagine in organizing people. They keep people calm. They're good listeners. You know, they make people laugh.
Hey, could you wait
They
up a
make
sec?
life enjoyable for others. Those people would have a lot more value than initially given. Is my opinion on it. This is like also a philosophical question. You could put it zombie apocalypse, but this is like, there's a movie that was made that has a low budget that was actually like written by a philosophy guy. He has a PhD in philosophy or something.
Anytime.
The whole movie is based around a philosophical question of who you put in the doomsday bunker and how that idea is more complex than you think. Because, you know, the first assumption is just put doctors, engineers in there and put mechanics and farmers and you'll make it. But you twist the whole thing on its head. It's like, what if they fucking hate one another? What if they're not faithful to one another's like spouses? What if, you know, they're sex starved, there's drug problems, there's alcohol problems? Like, there's a lot of things that you need to be measured outside of just necessarily what's their trade. I'd go to The Rock and The Rock's bodyguard. Definitely you've got the DPS on your side there, Rikers. I think America is stupid because of conversion equation, Celsius, Fahrenheit, C59 linear equation. I mean, we're just not on your system sinks. We're just on Imperial. We were going to switch over to metric, but the guy fucking, you know, died.
And that's how we get shit done.
Thank you, Wilso. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. I won't. Thanks for looking out, dude. Rip. Yeah, rest in peace for sure. We would have been on the metric with you guys. I don't know that we'll ever switch over, honestly, now. Did she die, by the way? Oh, hey, we're super close to the bounty broker.
I can't catch my breath.
Yeah, it's true. We're all using the OG system. I don't know, a doctor... Hey, in real life, people... but nice dodge. Hey, man, 3 can keep a secret if 2 are dead. That's what they say. That's the saying. Rock. Oh, I can do the rest if they're there to stop other shit. The Rock has a movie stipulations in his contract that he can't lose a fight. Kind of takes the suspense out of things, though, right? Is that for real? Is that an urban myth or a fact? There's a stipulation in The Rock's contract that he can't lose a fight. Is that for real? I don't know. A cop and a doctor on my side would be awesome. A cop if he's like a soldier. Like a cop, like Paul Blart Mall Cop. You really want Paul Blart Mall Cop on your team?
Hello there. We lost someone. Could use some help finding them.
Shit, my...
Here are my available bounties. See what catches your eye.
Damn it. I don't want to do this because my inventory's full. I need to go get the Bandito. So, more running. More running. We'll get the Bandito, then go turn it in. We've been living on the road, and look, it's paying off. We've almost got her to hero. We've almost got her to hero, living on the road.
I need a pep talk here. Can you help? I need advice here.
Thank God we have a doctor. That remote advice is so nice.
Help hold you together.
It's a redneck? Who, the bounty broker? Pawnbroker? You guys must not have rednecks where you're from. That ain't a redneck. That's a businessman. A redneck's a guy with a Confederate flag outside his trailer wearing a wife beater collecting welfare. That's a redneck. But there's good rednecks too. That's more of the negative stereotype. Some people embrace redneck and they're just average, everyday people. That's in the USA anyway. They're just, you know, country folk or southern or whatever. It can also be a positive thing. Like, I think that
Am I wrong?
white trash is more of the slur. The first person I described as white trash. Redneck is actually considered more of a, like, something you embrace now. Yeah, it gets complicated. Oh, I'm talking kind of like Rick from The Walking Dead. So you want to be on Rick's team. Who are you, T-Dog, Raphael? Someone who has loyalty and trust in his people. You know, I kind of think if they all didn't just go fucking crazy and start shooting one another, maybe society could have been normal much quicker in the world of Rick. But it'd be a boring show, wouldn't it? I want to say it is, but I'm not 100% certain. It certainly sounds good, doesn't it? Nah, T-Dog dies. So who are you in The Walking Dead, Raphael? Who are your top two people, Dan? Oh my god. Oh my god. Dr. Alexander did so good, and then... What have we done? Oh, see, there should not be a zombie out here. Now, them slowly following you, that would be cool. There's actually a really solid zombie movie called The Dead that had a pretty low budget that goes into that. Not paying any attention, reading chat and just walking.
For all of us. The last raid.
These last few episodes.